Prepare to have your perception of loose change shattered. Within the mundane rotation of currency, some coins carry secrets, stories, and astonishing value, and the Australian 20-cent piece from 1967 is a prime example. This seemingly ordinary piece of copper-nickel holds a fascinating connection to a royal scandal and a momentous shift in a nation's identity, all while hiding a secret that could make your spare change a genuine treasure. We're not just looking at a coin. We're looking at a piece of history that's surprisingly accessible. Stay tuned, because I'm going to reveal the current market value of this iconic coin right in the middle of this video, and I'll also explain the easiest way to turn this piece of metallic history into real-world cash. Welcome to Numis Explorer. The year 1967 was a pivotal moment for Australia, following closely on the heels of the nation's monumental transition to decimal currency in 1966, a major event that redefined the Australian financial landscape. Prior to this, Australians had been using the traditional British pounds, shillings, and pence system, a complex, non-metric structure that was seen as outdated and cumbersome in an increasingly modern world. The decision to switch was not merely a convenience. It was a profound declaration of economic and national maturity, signifying Australia's continued journey away from purely colonial ties toward independent global relevance. The introduction of coins like the 20-cent piece, featuring entirely new denominations and designs, served as tangible symbols of this new era. This particular coin, the 1967 issue, was part of the second year of this massive undertaking, meaning the nation was still fresh in its adjustment, and the production was still ramping up to meet the enormous demand for the new coinage, a logistical feat in itself. The very choice of the 20-cent denomination aligned Australia with a global standard, further integrating its economy with major trading partners and simplifying international commerce, which was a crucial step for a growing nation. The smooth, distinctive feel and size of the coin were instantly recognizable, marking it as a successful piece of this historic financial overhaul, a constant reminder of the C-Day changeover. The obverse side of the 1967 20-cent coin is immediately arresting, dominated by the elegant right-facing effigy of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, a feature that connects it directly to the British monarchy and a long tradition of numismatic portraiture. The specific portrait utilized on this coin is the famous Arnold Machin design, which was used on the first set of Australian decimal coins and is considered one of the most successful and enduring royal portraits of the 20th century. This effigy depicts a youthful queen, crowned with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, an image that projects both regality and approachability, capturing the global optimism of the mid-1960s. The continued inclusion of the monarch's portrait, despite the push for national identity, underscored Australia's status as a constitutional monarchy within the Commonwealth, a delicate balance between tradition and progress. For collectors and historians, the Machin portrait is a touchstone, representing a specific period in both British and Australian history, a time of significant cultural and political change across the globe. The inscription Elizabeth II Australia 1967 encircles the portrait, succinctly stating the sovereign, the nation, and the exact year of mintage, providing all the essential data for cataloging this important currency piece. The design's clarity and artistry are a testament to the skill of the Royal Mint engravers, ensuring that this circulating currency possessed an enduring aesthetic quality beyond its mere monetary function. This royal link was particularly appreciated by audiences in the UK and USA, offering a direct cultural connection. Flipping the coin over reveals the magnificent and instantly recognizable reverse design, which features a platypus swimming in the water, an artwork that brilliantly captures the essence of unique Australian wildlife. The design was the masterful work of Stuart Devlin, a celebrated Australian artist and silversmith who was instrumental in creating the imagery for the entire new suite of decimal coins. The choice of the platypus was deliberate and symbolic. This monetary mammal is endemic to Australia, a creature so bizarre and distinct that it perfectly embodied the continent's biological isolation and uniqueness, a clear departure from the European-centric designs of the pre-decimal currency. The platypus is rendered with dynamic energy, moving through flowing water lines that abstractly fill the field of the coin, giving the design a sense of movement and life, setting it apart from more static currency designs. Devlin's design not only served as a denomination marker, with the bold 20 clearly displayed, but also as a miniature piece of national art, meant to be seen and handled by millions daily, promoting an appreciation for the country's natural heritage. This focus on native fauna, repeated across the other decimal coins, was a clear statement about Australian pride and identity, a way of showcasing the country's unique character to the world. The execution of the design is technically demanding, involving fine lines and relief, which speaks to the quality of the coining process at the time of manufacture. The 1967 20-cent coin was struck as a standard circulation piece, adhering to the established technical specifications that were put in place for the new decimal currency system. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, specifically 75% copper and 25% nickel, a durable and cost-effective mix that was ideal for mass production and long-term use in circulation, ensuring the coins would withstand years of daily handling. Its specific diameter is 28.52 millimeters, making it a substantial coin, and it has a fixed weight of 11.31 grams, giving it a distinctive heft and feel that differentiates it from smaller denominations. The edge of the coin is milled, meaning it has regular parallel grooves, a feature designed both to deter counterfeiting and to allow easy identification by touch, particularly important for visually impaired users. This particular mintage was produced by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, which was a new facility at the time, having been officially opened just a few years prior specifically to handle the enormous task of striking the new decimal coinage. The mintage figure for the 1967 coin was quite high, reflecting the continued demand to fully stock the nation's economy with the new currency after the initial launch year, a necessary step to phase out the old pounds and shillings completely. These technical details are essential for numismatists, allowing for accurate classification and grading, connecting the coin directly to the industrial and economic history of the period. Now for the information many are most curious about, the current market value and the straightforward methods for selling your 1967 Australian 20-cent coin. It's important to understand that the majority of 1967 coins, given their high mintage, are generally common and will typically be valued close to their face value of 20 cents, especially if they are heavily circulated and worn. However, the excitement lies in those that are in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning they have never been spent and retain their original mint luster. These higher-grade examples can fetch a significant premium, ranging from a few dollars to considerably more depending on the certified grade. Crucially, the true treasures are the rare error coins, such as the famous 1966 wavy baseline variety, but even certain 1967 specimens with unique die errors or imperfections can draw high prices from specialized collectors, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars or more if authenticated. The best way to determine the current market price for a specific coin is to check reputable numismatic auction sites for sold listings of similarly graded coins, focusing on third-party certified examples. To sell your coin, the easiest and most effective methods are listing it on established online auction platforms, bringing it to a local coin dealer for a direct appraisal and cash offer, or submitting it to a major numismatic auction house if you suspect it is a high-grade or rare error variety. Proper presentation, including high-quality photographs and accurate description of the coin's condition, is vital to achieving the best possible sale price, always ensuring you are dealing with reputable buyers or platforms to maximize your return on this fascinating piece of history. The 1967 20-cent piece did not exist in a vacuum but was part of a cohesive and remarkably well-executed suite of new decimal coins, each designed to complement the others in size, weight, and artistic theme. The other coins in the set, the 5C, 10C, and 50C, along with the 1C and 2C, now withdrawn from circulation, all shared the Stuart Devlin reverse design aesthetic, featuring other unique Australian fauna, such as the echidna on the 5C and the lyrebird on the 10C. This thematic consistency created a unified national coinage that was both aesthetically pleasing and easy for the public to adapt to, a hallmark of successful currency reform. Furthermore, the 20-cent coin specifications were deliberately chosen to be internationally compatible, mirroring the size and metal composition of similar value coins in other Commonwealth nations and major trading blocs, facilitating trade and travel. In the United States, for instance, the quarter dollar served a similar function, though the Australian coin's value was slightly different. The shared concept of a mid-range, heavily circulating coin was a commonality across Western economies. The international reception of the Australian decimal currency was overwhelmingly positive, with the designs winning acclaim for their modern appearance and distinct Australian flavor, setting a new global standard for the design of circulating currency. This international context underscores the success of the 1967 20-cent coin, not just as Australian money, but as an admired piece of modern global numismatics, demonstrating Australia's design leadership. The coin's continued use serves as a daily, tactile connection to the Australia of the 1960s, a constant reminder of the monarchy, the unique wildlife, and the nation's successful transition into modernity. For those who hold one, whether a seasoned collector or a casual observer, the 1967 20-cent piece offers a rich narrative, inviting further exploration into the fascinating world of numismatics, where every scratch and patina tells a part of a larger, compelling historical saga. Don't just spend this coin. Pause, appreciate its history, and you might just find a valuable story in your pocket.